rather than the typical demographic. So let's give them a big round of applause. Now, here's the exciting part. Who they're going to be pitching to. They're going to be pitching to a prep team from MasterCard, and MasterCard is sitting right here at the table, and I'm going to introduce them one by one. I'm going to ask them to stand up and wave to you, and I want you to give them each a round of applause. First, we're going to be hearing from one of our judges is Travis Carpenter, who is VP of Business Solutions. Let's get Travis in there. We also have Adam Broyman, who is Vice President of Global Digital Marketing. We have Ed Oleve, who is Senior Vice President of U.S. Emerging Payments. We have Donna Turnman, who is Senior Vice President of Innovation Management. And last but of course not least, Marcy Cohen, who is VP of Communications. Let's give a big round of applause to MasterCard. All right, now comes the challenge. Here's how things are going to work. MasterCard has challenged each of the startups to help further their mission. And the mission is a world beyond cash. Now, the message, of course, you all know the Priceless campaign, connecting people to the things that matter most. And they're also challenging these startups to help extend the reach of their core and emerging products, especially when it comes to mobile payments. Now, the rules of this particular engagement. Each of the startups will have 7 minutes to pitch to the team sitting here at the table. Now, after they've done their pitch, they will have 3 minutes in which to get questions from the table. And the table is going to be ruthless. And this is where you have to go ooh and ah, because you're going to do some scary thing. I mean, these guys are tough. These are the business elite giving these questions. And then what's going to happen is at the end, they're going to quickly huddle up. And in 5 minutes, they're going to choose who the winner is going to be. And the winner is going to get, of course, a trophy. I mean, this is where you go ooh and ah. So ooh, ah. Come on, let's go. Ooh. Okay. So they're going to get a trophy, but here's where the rubber meets the road. They're going to be getting $25,000 in digital ads on adweek.com. And they're going to get a chance to go inside MasterCard and pitch their idea to the internal team to see whether or not they can do a pilot program. So let's give a big round of applause before we start.
that matters the most: consumers. The information collected by Nielsen provides corporations with the tools they need to provide relevant products and services based on actual consumer needs.
Dewey Reed is the Director of Emerging Mobile Product Design at Yahoo. Before that, he spent at the beginning of his career, he spent 25 years in film and television production. He was at Colossal Films and Colossal Pictures, where he's a director, both TV director and new media director, and kind of, shepherded in that shift, that transition. He was the chief creative officer at Red Sky Interactive, and then he went to Microsoft, where he was the executive creative director on MSN. This is going back in the formative years of the first creative director on MSN. So this man, he doesn't even update his LinkedIn profile. He's got so many of them. But for his an interactive television interface design for Paul Allen, and at Yahoo, he's doing amazing work. He's kind of overseeing the new Flickr, connected TV platform, Yahoo Weather, which just won the Apple Design Award at WWDC. So that's Dewey. Jennifer Beauvais is the Director of Brand Design at GE.
I don't have any hands.
She's also our only panelist with hair.
I'm what?
The only panelist with hair.
That's true.
And Jen's responsible for designing great brand experience across, global. GE's a 300,000 person organization, and they're the number 12 maker of software in the world, and she's responsible for helping make that software beautiful.
The whole point of user experience design is almost to be unseen and unheard, right? It's to get you to what you want. Advertising is the exact opposite in its most traditional form. It's actually meant to kind of block you from what it is you want to get to. So I think that's probably why those two would be at odds. And I'm talking about more traditional forms.
Yeah.
I think the thing that user experience designers bring to the table when you look at advertising, marketing, et cetera, is that focus on the people that we come to understand is necessary when we're developing software and we're developing products and services. And by bringing user experience into advertising and marketing, you create a through line, and just seeing people who are experiencing the ads and the marketing are also experiencing the products, and there has to be a cohesive story across them. That's why I think that bringing user experience in at the at that level creates a whole story.
Introducing Predix, the software platform for the industrial internet. Predix puts the right information into the right hands at the right time, and that turns data into action. This is your field engineer. He's using an application called Predix Reader. Everything he needs is right there at his fingertips, organized to help with the specific task at hand. Predix provides key performance data that enables him to anticipate problems before they occur. And that means more work gets done with less effort, and your assets run more predictably.
So I just simply swipe to pay. You'll see that my order's been submitted. Reference number is 17. And back at Yankee Stadium concession stand, you notice here, my order's popped up. So the servers are ready to assemble the order. We get a discount of $16 using Quicker, and my order should be in my seat in 5 minutes. The concessionaire can just tap when the order's ready and then work on the next order. So you see with Quicker, not only is it great for in-seat shopping, but there's a number of experiences and utilities that we have. For Quicker, it's really about the experience. It's just more than just using your phone for payment. It's about the experience when we provide value before, during, and after a payment.